Good evening, viewer. Welcome to our Globe TV. Here's the breaking news. Yes, a planned summit of world leaders from the United States, India, Australia, and Japan in Sydney next week has been cancelled after US President Joe Biden pulled out of his visit. Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said on Wednesday, adding that talks could still proceed as leaders visit Japan. Biden was slated to gather with Albanese, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and Japanese Prime Minister Kishida Fumio on May 24 for a meeting of the informal security dialogue, which is widely seen as a counter to China's aggressive posture in the region. The late hour cancellation, which also saw Biden pull out of a visit to Papua New Guinea, comes as the US seeks to energize its security ties in the Pacific amid rising competition with Beijing. But Washington's fractious domestic politics has curtailed what would have been a significant visit to Asia by a US President. Biden had been planning to travel to Sydney for the summit as part of a week-long Asia tour that was set to begin in Hiroshima, Japan, for a group of 7 G7 leaders summit and include a stopover in Papua New Guinea for a meeting with Pacific Island leaders. Biden will still travel to Japan starting Wednesday, but he cancelled the additional legs of the trip due to the ongoing debt ceiling negotiation in Washington, the White House confirmed Tuesday. The Quad leaders would instead have discussion in Japan, where all 4 leaders would be over the weekend, Albanese said Wednesday, adding that no time had been confirmed. The Quad is an important body and we want to make sure that it occurs at leadership level and will having the discussion over the weekend, the Australian leader said. The meeting would be the third in-person leaders gathering for the Quad, known formally as the Quadrilateral Security Dialogue, which was founded over 15 years ago but has been increased prominence in recent years. The leaders were expected to discuss deepening their cooperation on a large of issues from critical and emerging technologies to climate change and maritime domain awareness, according to a statement released by the White House last month. Albanese said the other Quad leaders could still visit Sydney next week and the discussions are underway. The Australian leader also hinted at Biden's frustration the event on Capitol Hill had forced his land, and also in hand, Biden and Albanese spoke over the phone early Wednesday when Biden expressed his disappointment at home and at some of the actions of some members of Congress and the US Senate. Albanese said, "It is a behavior that clearly is not in the interest of the people of the United States, but it's also because the US has critical role as the world's largest economy. It has implications for the global economy as well as also this hold up of the debt ceiling that they are engaged with," Albanese said. Behind the report, Globe TV, Delhi, India.